Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of FSI's PGA Previews. We have the weekend and Showdown Round 3 edition for the Waste Management Phoenix Open. Whole community is on a little bit of a tilt from this Daniel Berger fiasco. He was -4 through 14 holes and bogeyed 2 holes to drop to 2 under. When Wyndham Clark then birdies 17 and the cut pushes the cut to -3. 6 of 6 was looking really good for a ton of people with Berger making the cut, but unfortunately he misses. So what we'll do is we'll double down here on some weekend lineups and try to get some of that Berger money back. So that being said, let's just jump right into some picks. We got some 10K range. We got a big three this weekend. We have Jon Rahm, Xander Schofley, and JT, Justin Thomas. First, we'll talk a little bit of Jon Rahm. Kind of losing a lot of strokes putting, 1.1 to be exact. He's got 3.1 on the approach. He looks like he's dialed in with his irons and his tee to green game. He's just failing to convert. So maybe there's a monster round inside Jon Rahm for the third round. He does play well here. Posted that top 10 last week. Going to be in favor of some Jon Rahm lineups. That's for sure. Xander Schofley, first round, did a lot of it with his putter. I doubted it, and he fired 7 under, 5 birdies, and an eagle today. He's gained 9.5 strokes total, 4.8 tee to green. He's heading for another top 10. So if you have him in your one and done, like John Cool 19, my POC, you're probably sitting pretty and wishing him the best of luck. Hopefully he can get a W and salvage what is left for the weekend. But personally, my favorite play in this range is going to be Justin Thomas at 10K. 1.7 on the approach is not as dialed in as you'd love to see, but when JT started getting warm with the putter, he started making a ton of birdies, and he had 9 to be exact. But his score was nailed down a little bit with that double bogey he started out with, but JT looks to be dialed in as JT does, and this is certainly a course he's very familiar with. I'm going to be heavily involved with some JT and maybe a little bit of Rahm, JT, Xander, JT combinations this weekend. Let's jump into some 9K plays. Real quick on strategy as we go along here, I've noticed a lot of mispriced golfers in this low 7K range just to kind of jump ahead. So strategy-wise, I think it's going to be a lot of stars and scrub lineups this weekend for either Showdown or weekend plays. So specifically in this 9K range, this could be a 2 to 3 golfer range where you're having multiple guys in this range. So for Rory McIlroy at 9.8, I think he's a very solid play. Hopefully he goes a little overlooked with with Scotty Scheffler underneath him at 9.4. Everybody's favorite Will Zalatoris, and then there's Hideki Matsuyama. Hoping Rory goes a little low owned because everybody's either paying up or they're paying slightly down. But he's gaining 2.7 tee to green, 2.6 on the putter. He had fired 6 birdies today. This is his first time. Those were his first 2 rounds here at Phoenix. So maybe there's an explosion round and a win for Rory McIlroy. Could be a pretty good bet heading into the weekend. Scotty Scheffler, as I mentioned, 7.5 total, 1.4 on the approach, 4.2 ball striking, 6 birdies, 1 eagle. Has me left wondering where this was a week ago when he went 7 over in round 2 and completely destroyed my cash lineup last weekend, similar to what Berger did today. So we're on back-to-back week tilts on that. But Scheffler, he's a good play. I told myself never again after last week because I had him in Phoenix, or I had him at the Amex too where he missed a cut. So he's definitely shoving it in a lot of our faces right now. Will Zalatoris, I do love this guy. I think he's going to be a really good golfer. He is just starting out. He's, lighting it up, tee to green, 6 birdies today. I'm going to have shares. Hideki Matsuyama is my one and done pick. He's losing strokes putting, 2.2 to be exact. He only had 4 birdies, but he went bogey free. He knows his course inside and out. 2-time winner. I firm believer in Hideki Matsuyama's game at Phoenix. I think he's going to be a strong weekend play in the low 9K range. 8K, we have 3 golfers that I can attest to. Billy Horschel probably being my favorite. I think a lot of people are going to stay away from this range, so I think you're going to get a lot of low ownership, except for maybe Burns. But Burns is gaining all his strokes on his putter, 8.5 to be exact. He did have 4 birdies and an eagle today, but he was -1 tee to green, so it looks like Burns is just avoiding a lot of bogeys. So maybe there is some regression coming in for Burns. We could see it maybe like a 1 over, 2 over kind of day tomorrow. So I fear for that in Showdown. Maybe there's a better round 4 for weekend. So Burns, I think, will be very popular, probably the only popular play in this 8K range. We have Corey Connors rounding out the 8K range with just an elite ball striking display, 2.4 on the approach, 5 ball striking, 4.7 tee to green. He is losing 2.2 strokes putting. He only had two birdies and 1 eagle, but that was down the stretch. He closed hard, and he made the cut. So I think Connors will have a little bit of ownership. 7K range is kind of loaded, very, very loaded towards the bottom half. I think Henley is a decent play here at the top half. He had 6 birdies. He fired a 4-under round. He looks dialed in with 2.8 on his approach. Siwu Kim, I've never seen anything like what Siwu Kim's numbers look like right now. He doesn't have, except for strokes gained total, because he's converted on some of his birdie chances. But everything else, when it comes to ball striking and putting, he's not above anything over 1. Like strokes gained, like it's so balanced. He's just doing everything by the book, so to speak. He has 5 birdies today, went bogey free. I think he's a sleeper GPP play if he can maybe get hot with the irons. Maybe there's a huge insane 8-under round. It propels him to the top 5. James Hahn at 7.4, 3.8 on the approach, 3.2 tee to green, 2.3 putting. He knows this course inside and out. I alluded to it in the picks show on Monday night. He is playing this course very well. 4 birdies, bogey free. He's going to be one of my favorite plays in the bottom half of this range. There's a lot of guys to talk from, a lot of guys at the top of the leaderboard in this bottom half of the 7K range. You got guys like Neesmith, Keegan Bradley, Steve Stricker, my boy Hardy, and Lashley. I think of that group, my favorite is going to be, obviously, I'm a big Hardy guy. He went bogey free, 4 birdies. How much of that will stay? How much of that will keep up, I'm not sure. Oddly enough, I am back on the Spieth bandwagon. 3.2 tee to green, 2.5 on the approach. He is saving himself off the tee, but so is a lot of golfers. Like, everyone wants to trash Spieth and saying he's getting lucky. You can say that about a lot of guys. Like, there is very, very low amount of people that are gaining a lot of strokes off the tee. I think Spieth is playing his game well, and he's scrambling like there's no tomorrow. He had an eagle today, 4 birdies. He is a notoriously bad weekend golfer, so that's liable for a fade. I think Lashley would be the biggest and best sleeper for 7K flat. He's kind of got a very solid approach to his numbers: 3.5 approach, 2.5 putting, 4 tee to green, and he had 5 birdies today. I like Lashley. There's not much difference in salary. I think all these guys are certainly playable. 6K, you got Kun Hoon Lee at 6,400, 7.5 total, 3.1 on the approach, 4.1 ball striking, 5.7 tee to green, 7 birdies. Kun Hoon Lee playing out of his mind at 6,400. Even if he does half of what he did there, he's certainly paying off his price tag. Honorable mentions would be Michael Kim and Kyle Stanley. So that'll wrap things up. I know I kind of just flied through the bottom half of that. I don't want to take up too much of your time. But as always, thank you for listening. And please like and subscribe to our channel. Like our video, subscribe to our channel. And, catch us in the Discord. Follow us on Twitter at FSI_DFS. FSI_DFS. And follow us on our website, FSIDFS.com. I'm TK Nation 47. Thank you for listening, and everybody enjoy your day, and hopefully some green screens ahead. Thank you very much.